Hi all you beautiful people. This is a special video about taking stomach acid tablets, because now I've been doing it for a few weeks and I thought I'd share it with you because it's something that well, I've learned a lot as I've gone ahead. And just to start off, I think these are actually the best. I sense these work the best, and they're also GMO free. So you can go and look on the internet. There's Dr. Jockers, there's Dr. Eric Berg, there's also Superfood Guy. There's a few different people who are talking about, also another one, Sean Croxton or something, who really explain in depth why this is so important and how you can, without the tablets, how you can help your body produce the amount of stomach acid we actually need in different ways. You can do this in different ways, and one is apple cider vinegar. This is just my homemade in a wine bottle, taking it before meals. And some people take 1 teaspoon, some people take 2 tablespoons. It varies a lot, but some people get enough help from this. But in many cases it's too severe and it's not enough. But you can always use the apple cider vinegar because it's very cleansing and very nourishing, and it's just a very good thing to take no matter what. And while we're at the apple cider vinegar, Dr. Eric Berg and the Superfood Guy, they both suggest that you take these together with each other. So you take this hydrogen chloride, I can't remember the name, hydrochloric acid, with the apple cider vinegar, because apparently the apple cider vinegar activates these tablets. And I've been trying and I don't sense a huge difference actually, but you could probably save a lot of money by just having some apple cider vinegar with it. Because you don't have to take so many tablets. But as I said, I haven't really quite worked that one out. And with the apple cider vinegar, I mean, it becomes quite a lot that they're taking, because they suggest taking a tablet, and the tablet with apple cider vinegar has a whole tablespoon, as far as I can see. So if you're taking 4 tablets of these and 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, that's a lot. So yeah, but many use that's what I'm doing now, dilute it with half apple cider vinegar, half water, and drink it with a straw, so you watch your teeth, because it is really acidic. So there's many ways, other ways than these tablets, and one is ginger, which has been used, of course, for thousands and thousands of years, and is very good for our stomach acid production. Another thing is Swedish bitters, or digestive bitters, which this actually does also contain gentian root. And I bought this just to try it, because I'm hoping that I can slowly go off these and then go on to this, which is in a way more natural. So, but anyway, go and see if you want to know more about this, but I'll just explain to you how I felt with these tablets. Right now I'm on the milk diet, and I probably will be for quite a while, so I just have it with a glass of milk, and I worked out 1 tablet with each glass of milk. So I have a bit of milk, I have the tablet, I have the apple cider vinegar, and then I just drink the rest of the milk. And sometimes I'll have 2 tablets. But when I was starting, I was having real food, or real ordinary soups and eggs and different things, meat. And it's really actually quite tricky. See, that's the thing, it's tricky for people who don't eat real substantial meals. So for people who have a real breakfast, then a lunch, and then a dinner, it's easier to work out. But for the ones of us who have these very many small meals, it is harder. So my daughter just said she's trying them, and she had 3 of these and she just had an apple, and she could feel the burning sensation up into her esophagus. And that's because an apple, I mean, I can have a few with an apple, I don't feel anything. But they say it's mainly to digest fats and proteins. But see, if you have difficulty digesting fiber, which I do, they actually work for even for an apple. So, but now my daughter knows she shouldn't have 3 with an apple, maybe 1 with an apple, or none. So you get to know them, but if you're sort of having ordinary meals, healthy, of course, that's the best, and drinking lots of water, which is just really, really very vital. Drink lots of good water away from the meals. And so you're having your meals and you start off with 1 tablet and you feel nothing, and then you go to 2, and I did that, and then I went to 3, and I got up to 10 and I felt nothing, and then I got up to 11, and then I could feel a slight burning. But see, on my way going up to the 10, to the 11, I had enormous tiredness. So that I realized that was actually my body reacting to the tablets. I would have a meal and I would just more or less black out. I was so tired. And that was already when I was at 5, I think, 5 tablets. So what I found out in my own search is that it's actually, you're not, for some people it's the burning sensation, and they know if they're sort of burning, like heartburn they're not used to, sort of a warming, heavy, burning feeling in the stomach. That's a very clear sign that you've had 1 too many, and next meal you go 1 back, 1 tablet back. But for some of us, this burning feeling doesn't really come. So we get different reactions, and one can be lots of gas, and another can be tiredness, just feeling really, really exhausted. So I think what is good to do is just notice anything that is unusual for you when you're taking them, and when you reach that point, go back to 1 less tablet. I think that's the way to go, because you really don't want to stress your body, and you definitely don't want to have too much of that. And our bodies are, I mean, some people say they're not unique, but I say they are unique. They're completely unique. And the way we react and the imbalances we have are completely unique. So, yeah, really, really listen to your body when you're doing this, and sense, and that's really the sign I use. It's the tiredness. If I feel I'm unusually tired today, I back off these. I take less of them. So yeah, that was the one thing. And also there's different medications. If you're on different medications, some people should not use these at all, so please look into that. Also, people who have stomach ulcers should not use those tablets at all. So yeah, another thing is, which I've also mentioned, I'll do it again, on the GAPS diet, Natasha Campbell-McBride, she suggests that you can use it for little children. But the thing is, also if you're very sensitive yourself, you can open the tablet and just use the powder, just use it, just a pinch of it, take a tiny pinch of it. If you're very sensitive and you don't know how you're going to react, you can just start off with little bits and do the same. Put it in some water, have a little bit of your meal, put it in some water, drink it with a straw, because it's very hard on the teeth, of course. And then next meal, take a little bit more and a little bit more, and finally you get up to 1 whole capsule. So that's another thing you can do. And yeah, the thing about swallowing it properly, it's really, sometimes it just sits in your esophagus. So it's really good to make sure you get it all the way down. And that's why, another reason why it's good to take it in the beginning of the meal, so you make sure it gets into the stomach, so it doesn't just sit there. So, but it's very fascinating, and yeah, I'll just talk a little bit more about this, because I went on to the internet to see about my tiredness I got from these, and there were other people who were experiencing the same thing, and there was a different brand. This woman, she contacted the people who, I think it was called pure capsules or pure encapsulations or something. And the company wrote back to her. She said, "Why am I feeling this tiredness?" And they said, because hydrochloric acid kills bacteria in the stomach. Bacteria, yeast, fungi, worms that are actually living in our stomach. They kill it. They kill them. And of course, that's very stressful for those bacteria, and they lie there dying. So our body has to cope with this. In a way, it's a stress on the body, but really it's very, very healing. But like with nearly all healing, we easily get tired because the body is working very hard. Because when these bacteria die, the body has to rid itself of them. So I think that's one of the reasons you're killing a whole lot of life that's not supposed to be in the stomach. It simply goes down straight away and kills all this. And so that's why we get these reactions, partly. So it's very fascinating, and as I've said before, if you have anything with your health, this is really worth looking into. And you can make a test before you buy these. I've mentioned that before too. I'll just do it again. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water, and just let it dissolve. Drink the whole glass. And if you start burping between 3 and 5 minutes after, you have low stomach acid. If you are not burping till after 5 minutes, you have very low stomach acid. So that's a way to test yourself. I haven't tried it, but if you want to know before you buy these tablets, that's a way to do it. So it's very fascinating, and I think really, really powerful information, really good to know about this while we're healing. So I'll finish now. See you, my friend. Bye.